Hey Beach Kids!
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Becca.
And this month at Promised Land, it's rain or shine.
We're learning all about resilience, which is getting back up when something gets you down.
And we're going to be trusting God in every season. Now, let's fly to worship.
Even before the sun and stars caught fire, even before the earth and sky were made, you had a purpose and a plan for my life. You held my heart and you knew my name. So I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. From highest mountains to the deepest oceans, you have created everything we see. And still you made me unlike any other. Nothing compares to your love for me, no. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. I know you are
Dear God, well, sometimes things don't go the way you want them to, and it can be a real bummer. You know how much I want to be an actor, right? Well, a few weeks ago, I auditioned for the school play. I was excited, but so nervous. We all had to do a monologue for the audition. It's like a big paragraph where only I speak. I worked on it for a couple weeks. Anyway, my drama teacher tells me to start. And I start, and it goes better than I thought it would. I felt really good when I left. I mean, it went so well, I was thinking I might get the lead role. How awesome would that have been? So when the cast list was posted that said who got which part in the play, I felt like the lead role was gonna be mine. And if not, then definitely a good speaking role. But as I read the list, I was nowhere near the top where all the big roles were listed. In fact, my name was at the bottom. My role? Background. That was not what I was expecting or wanted to see. I hate to admit it, but I was so disappointed. I was thinking about not even doing the play. I was gonna be in the background, doing background things. I was actually pretty upset, and I think my teacher could tell, so she sat down and talked to me. I told her how disappointed I was and how I was considering not doing the play at all. My teacher said she understood. It's not easy when you don't get the part you wanted. She said she'd understand if I wanted to drop out, and then told me a couple of the other students had already dropped out for the same reason. Which hit me funny. I was kind of, upset that the other kids would give up like that. I mean, the rest of the cast needed them, right? And then it hit me. Maybe I just needed to play the role I was given. It wasn't what I wanted, but being in the play is bigger than just what I want. So right then and there, I decided I wasn't going to quit. I was going to keep going, and I was going to be a part of the play and do the best I could. Sure, it may not be the role I wanted, but I don't want to let my teacher or the rest of the cast down. Plus, I know you never quit on me, God. You always keep me going, no matter what, and I'm grateful. Oh, I actually ended up being given a line. Let me read it to you.
Halt!
Not bad, right? Not a leading role, but not bad. Anyway, I'm glad I didn't quit, God. I'm glad I'm a part of this cast, and I think I'm still gonna have a lot of fun. And who knows what will happen next time I audition. Love, Caleb.
What does a cow use to do math? A calculator. Welcome to Story Lab.
This week, we're taking a look at the story of some people who were able to find joy in a very unusual place.
Oh, listen to this. What do you get when you cross an angry sheep and a moody cow? An animal in a bad mood.
Was that my Lego castle?
Maybe. Hey guys, welcome to Story Lab. I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
This week, we're talking about how we can trust Jesus with all of our emotions.
Because he experienced them too.
First emotion to talk about, guilt. I'm so sorry I broke your Lego set.
No worries, it only took me a couple hours.
A couple of hours?
6.
Guilt, crushing, weight of my actions, increasing, filled with regret.
Relax. Building it is only the fun part. After that, it just sits around. And besides, this one was pretty fragile.
What if we use science to build something stronger?
Let's make it.
Today's experiment is called Jell-O Earthquake.
How does it work?
We'll need toothpicks, mini marshmallows, a baking pan, and 1 box of Jell-O.
Jell-O.
No eating. Step 1, get your grown-up to help make Jell-O according to the directions on the package. No eating.
Ooh, fine. So what's next?
Step 2, build some houses. Use toothpicks and marshmallows to create a structure that won't collapse or fall over during an earthquake.
That's it?
Yep, once we build our structures, we'll plop them onto the Jell-O field and put them to the test.
Let's do it. And done.
Interesting choice of shape.
Thank you. I used tapered geometry.
Fancy.
I had to look it up. It's building with a sort of triangle shape.
During an earthquake, buildings twist back and forth. Buildings that are more triangular in shape are able to handle twisting better than buildings that are square.
Let's see how it does. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, too tall.
My turn.
Aw, very fancy.
You see these X's? That's called cross bracing.
When buildings shake, they are placed under pressure. With cross bracing, one diagonal support takes the pressure while the other compresses, redistributing the force of the quake.
Teamwork.
Let's test it out. Rats.
So close.
Maybe we should combine techniques.
I've got the perfect shape. Behold, a pyramid.
Taper geometry, cross bracing, and a wide base to help keep it stable.
Here goes.
It worked!
Thank you for a great experiment.
Thank you for not getting mad at me about the Legos.
Speaking of choices, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today we're in the book of Acts, which tells the story of the first Jesus followers, including Paul.
Many of the earliest churches were started by the Apostle Paul during a series of epic road trips.
On one road trip, God called Paul and Silas to cross the sea to Macedonia and the city of Philippi.
At the time, Philippi was a busy trade city. People from all backgrounds lived there and worshiped many different gods.
Only a few people worshiped the one true God, but Paul found them and told them about Jesus.
A woman named Lydia invited Paul and Silas into her home, and a brand new church began.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away!
Hey everyone! I'm Jen. Paul and Silas went to Philippi to teach people about the way of Jesus. One day, as Paul and Silas were walking through the streets to their place of prayer, a girl called out,
"These men serve the Most High God. They are telling you how to be saved."
Now, what the girl said was absolutely true, but the girl's story was very sad. She was being controlled by a spirit that was not from God. And to make it even worse, some businessmen were using her to make money for them. For days, this girl followed Paul and Silas.
"These men serve the Most High God. They are telling you how to be saved."
You can imagine that Paul's frustration continued to grow.
"These men serve the Most High God. They are telling you how to be saved. These
In
men..."
the name of Jesus, I command you to come out of her.
Immediately, the spirit left the girl alone. She was completely healed. Amazing news, right? But the men who had been using this girl to make money for them couldn't do it anymore, and they were not celebrating.
Who do you think you are? You just sunk our business.
The men were so angry that they dragged Paul and Silas to the marketplace to face the authorities.
These men are making trouble in our city. Yeah, they're trying to get us to do things that are against Roman law.
The whole crowd joined in, and the city judges called for Paul and Silas to be whipped and thrown in prison.
Welcome to the Macedonian dungeon, boys. One way in, no way out.
Paul and Silas were not only locked into a cell, but chained by their feet. Sleep would not have been easy. In fact, they were wide awake at midnight. If that was me, I probably would have been groaning and complaining and generally throwing a pretty epic pity party. Poor me! But not Paul and Silas. Even though they had every reason to be angry and sad and to lose all hope, they chose to look to Jesus. Right there in that dreary prison cell at midnight, they chose to talk to God and to sing their hearts out.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul.
Okay, that song was not actually written until about 1800 years later, but you get the point. We know they were singing loudly because all the other prisoners were listening in. But in the midst of this, they all heard something else.
When peace like a river.
A powerful earthquake shook the entire prison. Everyone's chains came loose and the doors flew open. The jailer raced out to see the wide open doors. He knew he would be punished to the limit for allowing the prisoners to go free. The jailer actually pulled out his sword, ready to hurt himself, but Paul stepped forward.
Don't harm yourself. We're all here.
Lights! Bring me some light.
The jailer rushed into the prison and threw himself down before Paul and Silas.
Sirs, what must I do to be saved?
Believe in the Lord Jesus. Then you and everyone living in your house will be saved.
Paul and Silas shared the good news about Jesus, and the jailer took them into his home to take care of their wounds. The jailer and everyone living in his home believed and were filled with joy. And Paul baptized them all. Then they all had a meal together. In the morning, the judges realized they had made a terrible mistake and sent word that Paul and Silas should be released. But Paul and Silas refused to go without an apology.
We weren't given a trial.
And we are Roman citizens.
So the judges came in person to lead Paul and Silas out.
We're really sorry.
Can you just, leave?
Paul and Silas went to Lydia's home and encouraged all the believers to be brave. Then they left Philippi to continue sharing the news of Jesus. Even though Paul and Silas had been treated incredibly unfairly, lied about, hurt, and thrown in prison, they chose to look to God and trust God to give them joy. They knew that even if it doesn't happen right away, God will make everything right in the end, which is the end.
Oof, I don't think a jam session would be my first go-to in jail.
The other prisoners must have thought Paul and Silas were out of their minds.
Until they saw what happened.
That earthquake was an ultimate get-out-of-jail-free ticket, and yet they all stayed.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, this month we're talking about resilience.
Resilience is getting back up when something gets you down.
And that's really hard to do on your own. But a big part of resilience is trusting God to give you joy. You might have heard this before, but there's a big difference between happiness and joy. It's easy to be happy when everything's going right in your life.
Like getting to celebrate your birthday party at the jump park.
But when hard things happen, being happy just disappears.
Poof!
Joy is something deeper and more real. It's choosing to look to God and trust God no matter what. It's knowing that even if your troubles don't go away right now, God has promised to make everything right in the end for those who follow Jesus.
That means you can choose joy when you're sick and miss your friend's party.
When another kid is mean to you on the playground.
When your teacher disciplines the whole class for goofing off, even though you didn't.
When something hard happens, start by talking to God. Ask God to give you joy.
You can look at the way God has brought you through hard things before.
Stay focused on Jesus and how much He loves you.
It's not always easy to choose joy.
But it's always worth it.
I think you got it. See you next time.
Bye.
So here's the thing. God can help you choose joy.
Whether it's choosing to smile when things get tough.
Or choosing to see a funny side of a bad situation. Speaking of funny, what do you call an earthquake at a dairy farm?
A big move.
Nope, a milkshake.
That's terrible.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab.
See you next time.
Do you think we can eat this?
Let's try.
Not bad.
Goodbye, my friend, goodbye. We gotta go, but we'll see you again. Goodbye, my friend, goodbye. It's time to go, can't wait to see you again. It's been real, it's been fun, and we've only just begun. Thanks for hanging, everyone. See you later, see you soon. Next time we'll be crazy too. It's always better here with you. All right, before we let you go, we want to do one last thing together. All right, y'all ready? Just like this. Do the goodbye get down. It's the goodbye get down. If you had a good time and you want to come back, somebody scream and do the goodbye get down. Come on, it's the goodbye get down. Now somebody, anybody, everybody sing. Goodbye, my friend, goodbye. We gotta go, but we'll see you again. broken. Come on. Goodbye.